I'm out here. This guy just won fight night the other night. I watched the whole thing. It was riveting all the way to the end, right? We were rolling the other day, and when we got done, he told me I should use the body lock more, right? Will you show me that again?
Yeah, we talked about, I think the main thing that also will help people is a lot of people that follow the My Start Jiu-Jitsu now is the importance of inside position. Yeah. So if you're trying to get into me and I keep my arms in, try to body lock me. It's hard, right? Yeah. But a lot of times people won't remember this. So anytime I see somebody with the arms up from standing, from the bottom, from the top, I'm always trying to get my hands around them. As I have my hands around you here, if your back is against the ground, I can squeeze you pretty hard and get you good positions. If your back is not against the ground, if it's up like you are, I can easily get behind you. Yeah. And if you're on top of me and I feel like uncomfortable, I can squeeze your arms up. So there is nothing that I can do. So I would say for Jiu-Jitsu, it's very important for you always to think like from the very beginning, keep your elbows in and try to do stuff where your opponent is gonna bring their elbows out. So that opens inside position and that gives me this, that gives me this. That gives all sort of things. But if I always have the habit when I'm on the bad position to keep my elbows in, try to do the same thing, see? Oh, I got one, I got another. So I think it's something that sometimes people don't really like realize because they're so focused on the movements or what moves do I do, but it's just an interesting concept of like inside position. I recently used that on my match a lot. My opponent, he's really good once he get the hands around you. So all I did was keep my inside position and keep framing his hands out, see? There's nothing there. And that's when standing, that's when your back is on the ground, that's when you're on top. If you win the inside position, you're ahead.
And then you keep your elbows tight and you do the 2-on-1 too, right?
Yeah,
two
and then
on one. So
many variations you can use, right? 2-on-1, you can use wrist and underhook. Boom, exactly. That's where everything starts, you know? So I think like even for any scenario of like self-defense, if you locked, now you have me and then you can do all sorts of things. So my Jiu-Jitsu, I have really long arms. So if I get one arm in, I feel pretty comfortable. If I get both, that's like really hard to.
That was last night when you were trying to show me. I was kind of like, hard time locking my hands near the mat.
Yeah, that's the second thing. When you get a body lock, if you have the, if the guy like is not too much big than you, always try to cut the slack. Yes, see? Now, if I try to fight from inside position, it's hard because your elbows are in. So you have two things that you're doing good. You beat my inside position and your inside position is protected. So now I don't have anything. So from standing, you could easily trip me here. If I was with my back on the ground, you can progress to so many passes and stuff like that. And super safe, like really hard to counter. Cool.
Thank you.